Staying with us through the Great Depression, the Civil Rights struggle, and most recently COVID, a historically black church in Hawkinsville has survived despite the odds. St. Thomas African Methodist Episcopal Church celebrates its 156th anniversary in December. Tonight, in her Sacred Spaces series, Suzanne Lawler shows you how the work of a few women created a snapshot in time.
You just say, I'm at St. Thomas. It's the name and the church. It stands out, and it goes a long way.
Pastor LaSora Brown came to St. Thomas African Methodist Episcopal Church 8 years ago, but she's known about the brick building in Hawkinsville for quite some time.
There's a history behind this church. They used to go and pick them up, bring all the kids here. They had a station wagon, a van that filled up with children every Sunday and brought them here.
It was me.
79-year-old Mary Batten Colson drove kids to Sunday school when she was old enough to get behind the wheel. And now?
Well, I keep up with the records. I guess you call me the church historian.
She follows the line of a few women, including her mom, who held the job, and they all took it seriously. These layers of legends go back decades, including the pennies people put together for tithes.
25 cents a month. Each trustee paid 25 cents. Well, one paid 10, she paid 10 cents, she paid 25. That's probably all they could afford, because the ladies did domestic work. They worked in other people's homes, and they weren't making that much, but they did tie their 25 cents like you saw in that book back there.
The pencil-written words date back to the 20s, and they include Sunday school cards, pastoral records, and baptism dates.
And this is my record of when I joined the church. It was February the 6th, 1949.
About 90 years before Mary even came into the world, the Reverend Henry McNeil Turner started the congregation.
And they said that time he came, there wasn't any place for him to stay, but there was a tree, and he slept in that tree outside the church, outside on the walkway.
And the tree is long gone, and this is the second building to sit on the property. It dates back to 1908. The iron on the altar is original to that date. The chandeliers, too. And the tongue-and-groove ceiling replicates how the humble first church would have looked. Workers did replace the wooden steps. And Mary, well, she added this friendly greeting.
I just wanted to put down on that to let everybody know that they are welcome at St. Thomas. We treat everybody the same.
Despite being down to about 50 dedicated members,
this church means a lot to a lot of peoples in a small town like this.
St. Thomas is a living history lesson, sure to survive well into the future. Suzanne Lawler, 13 WMAZ News.
St. Thomas was one of many AME churches planted in the South by Henry McNeil Turner. He was elected to the Georgia State Legislature in 1868 during Reconstruction. Macon's downtown post office was named in his honor in 2000.